everybody, and welcome back. We're about to go on to the rest of our storyline. We're here at the Admiral's bequest. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business then. The Lomensan Envoy. Merritt wishes to entrust with you an important task. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The battle at Carteneau and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon Eorzea with we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardships, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, and that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Of course I will. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Udal. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge, but before you depart, I suggest you trouble Balderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, where berths are not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit in the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and each voyage must need be born of necessity. Least you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There are other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Claire, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa Lomensa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Well, she certainly thinks highly of us. No pressure, huh? But alright, we'll just head back to the Drowning Wench. See what Balderon has to say before we go off. Can't wait to see his expression. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Yeah, she made us the envoy. Personal bleeding envoy? So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody high. I'm proud of ye, lass. Think of how far you've come. Why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to me eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering ye my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass. The whole of Eorzea laid out before ye, like a fair maid on a feathered bed. Whoa! You did not just go there, did he? And she's a big girl, too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. If you think us Lominsons are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Udal. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. And you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's a heap of troubles what plague every nation, see? Ain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and fighting. Beastmen and their goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. Bet I wager there's bugger all out there as you can handle. Something tells me you're gonna be just fine. The realm's at it rough, it's true, but folks are beginning to recover from the beatings the calamity dealt 'em. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things round. 'Tis the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to go out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Well, he really is an optimist if you ask me. This is going to be in for a long journey. Greetings, madam. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Claire Fay, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, madam. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Yes. Heading up the gangplank. Yes, we are ready to leave the sea behind and head to the forest. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. More pirates waiting for us. Aw, everyone's here to say goodbye. Good fortune to you, Claire. The day'll come when your name means the same as hero to the folks of this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal. And we are officially on our way.
has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech Research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Ala Mhigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Wow. And here we are, after that seemingly random cutscene. New Gridania. Good to be here. Now we'll have plenty of time to explore Gridania and the others soon enough. But for now we're just going to focus on the main scenario questline, so we're just going to turn the letter in, and then we'll head off to Udal, and then we'll be able to explore all we want to. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lamensa. Welcome to Gridania, madam. The Elder Seer awaits your arrival. Yes, let's leave and let's go on. Hey, an honored guard. Greetings, good madam. You are the Lamensa envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She will admit you to the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seer awaits. That's good. So this is the starting location for those who choose to head off to Gridania. So you'll be spending a lot of time here at this little inn. And the Aetheryte here, so you don't need to take the airship landings whenever you want to come here. So I think I'm just going to run around the city real quick and get all the Aetheryte crystals, or the Aetheryte shards anyway. Okay, so it looks like there's only one other one in this location. It's for the Archers Guild. So for like the city-states here, and apparently in Ishgard as well, there are two separate locations in the cities. You have like the first parts where everyone basically starts off in, and then they have like a second half of the city, which is very different to how they did Kugane, because Kugane is just one location. Like, you don't need to phase in and out of two separate locations. It's just one big place. Which I'm glad that they did that. I do hope that they change it here sometime too. Because you don't have to go through like these loading screens then. That's what I'm hoping for someday. So these are the marketplace. And there are several hidden throughout here. We'll go to the one here at the Lancers Guild, I think it was. Just outside the Lancers Guild. And I will be getting around to all the other classes as well. I'm going to be starting work on my Arcanist Guild very soon. But I think that I'll finish at least this quest here, maybe the first few dungeons, before I go on to that. And Lancers Guild is accessible. And I think there are a couple more around here. Okay, the next one is down below. Well, out of all the starting cities, I do think that Gridania is the prettiest. All these trees and mossy stones. Oh, the Master of Rolls. Compass enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized. To that end, I'd like to have you to have this. Considered it a token of my highest esteem. And by completing achievements, blah blah blah, I know about this guy. Once you do enough achievements, you can talk to this guy and he'll be able to give you prizes and rewards for doing all these achievements. It's good to check in with him like every once in a while. Yes, and if you get enough achievement points, you can buy any of these particular items. Don't have enough for anything yet, but it's something to look forward to. Okay, so I think we have the Amphitheater, Leather Workers Guild, and looks like the Botanist Guild. Oh, and down there is the Conjurers Guild. That's where it's supposed to go, so we'll leave that for last. We'll just run over here to the Leather Workers Guild real quick. You know, I wish they had these in real life. We could just teleport everywhere. We don't have to worry about driving. I wish. Now, here's the Amphitheater, which is the site of many events and celebrations, as I'm sure that you're going to find out very soon. And the last spot, I think, will be the Botanist Guild, which is up here. Oh, and so many quests to accept, too. So once you leave, like, your first city-state, you go to the other cities and you see all these, like, low-level quests that you want to accept. I would suggest getting like another class to start off with. It's just a little bit easier to level up that way. So instead of having like your level 19 Arcanist go around accepting levels 1, 2, or 3 quest lines like in each of the city-states, I would save those for another class that you want to level up. It's just a little bit easier. And after we got through there, we just got to go to the Conjurers Guild, which is down this way. This is probably the prettiest of the locations here in Gridania. All these bright colors, flowers, and the final Aetheryte shard. And there's the Silent Conjurer who's going to let us in. Okay, we've attuned ourselves to the Aetheryte shards in Gridania, the Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Gate. Yeah, okay. So we're good to go in Gridania? You are the Luminson envoy. Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the message you bear? Okay, letter to the Elder. Letter addressed to Gridania Elder Seedseer Kane Sina. Verify, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. Please come with me.
So you are the Lominsan envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kane Sena, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
Remembrance service to the fallen of Cotonou. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon Dalamud would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cotonou Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen and would never wish to see again, yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louisoix may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many others, never returned from Cotonou. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, coinciding its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Udal, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. And if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Udal and beyond. I like her. I really do like her. So nice and friendly. So sweet. Nothing at all like me. But yes, that was Gridania for the most parts. Now we're heading off to the city in the sands. Greetings, madam. This is the counter for the passengers traveling to Udal. Oh, are you not Claire Fay, the Lamented Envoy? On behalf of all at Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Well, I wouldn't be here otherwise. So we're off to Udal now. And here we are. So as I was saying before, Gridania is probably the prettiest, but Udal is probably the most impressive, if you ask me. Like, the bigger the better. That's what they seem to think in Udal. Which is actually appropriate for them, because it is full of rich merchants. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Laminsa. Welcome to Udal, ma'am. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Okay, we're leaving the area. Welcome to Udal, madam. We have been expecting you. Flame General Ralbon will receive you in the Fragrance Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hudson Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Okay, sounds like a plan, but first, like we did in Gridania, we're going to get all the Aetheryte shards first, so that we don't need to worry about it later on. And we're here in the Ruby Road Exchange. So I think there's a couple around here. Yeah, there's the Aetherytes. This way. And it looked like there were 2 shards. Okay, we have the Aetherytes. One less thing to worry about. And, yep, there's one down there. Don't you love, like, these non-player characters wandering around? I think it's great. Just love looking at all the little details that they put into this game. It really is amazing. And we are now have access to the Thaumaturge Guild, which we'll look into later on. And I'm pretty sure there was one other one down this way for the Adventurers Guilds. I think. Yep, right there. Now this place has a lot more, like, alleys, a lot more streets, like, almost like a maze around here. And Udall just feels so much bigger than the other city-states for some reason. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 in this area. So this is for the marketplaces, and the Sapphire Avenue. And the next one is down this way. The Miners Guild, I think? The Weavers Guild. Here's the Miners Guild. A nice little friendly tour around Udall. And where am I going? Up this way to the Goldsmiths Guild, it looked like. I think there's one more on this level. Right, because Udall has 3 different levels here. Which is right up those stairs, but... which one's this? Oh, the Gladiators Guild. So this is for the Colosseum. And the stairs. Where are the stairs? Okay. So this is like the 3rd level. And there's 2 up here. So we'll take this one first. Okay, so this is for the Alchemist Guild. And for those of you who don't know how I know about that, there are signs all over with pictures. Yeah, see, like we have the little picture of the alchemist tools. They're all over the place, so once you learn to recognize them, you know where you are. And the last one is down this way. After that, we can go see Raubahn. And I think that Raubahn's probably my favorite of the 3 city-state leaders. I don't know, there's just something about him I really like. Yeah, Chamber of Fool. And we've attuned to all the shards in Udall, so the gates of Null, the gates of Thal will open up. So we can go out into the Central and Western Thanalan. Okay. So now we can head to the Fragrance Chamber. Impressive. The Lomensan envoy, I presume? Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the message you bear, madam? My thanks. Okay, letter to the general. Letter addressed to Udon Flame General Raubahn. Ah yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlin says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Carteneau. I remember bloody Carteneau. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yes, we do. So my counterparts have educated you. Kane's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans, 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the Legatus Solus Vos Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ishabar to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. The empire which then sets its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. And their commander, Legatus Gaius Van Belsar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Udal, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Elder Seedseer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we're to do this, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Mereb will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. And that is it. We just paid a visit to all the city-states that we have so far here in Eorzea. And now I think it's time that we actually have some fun. Through the gate, and now we can move on. Ooh, our brand new little minion. Okay, and the next quest is going to be the ones that unlock the dungeons, and this one's the Call of the Sea. And we'll get back to that in the near future. I hope you're all looking forward to it and our very first dungeon run. So until next time.